What a game we have. What a game. North London derby, away at the Emirates. And I've got to be real from you from the jump, guys. I'm absolutely pooing myself. Not only are we going to the best team in the league, the best defense in the league, but we're going to a ground that Spurs have an absolutely terrible record at. Last time we beat Arsenal at the Emirates was 2010, and that's in November. Now, that's what, 15 years ago, literally, nearly almost 15 years to the day, in fact. The last time we won, if you remember the game, 2-0 down at halftime, 1-3-2, but nonetheless, 15 years. That's such a long time. Even if you look at it like this, Arsenal have the absolute wonder kid in Max Dowman in their squad at the moment. He's only 15 years old, so I don't know what year he was born or when he turned 16, but let's be real, he may not have even been born the last time Spurs won at the Emirates, and he could possibly be playing in this game. Like, that just shows how bad our record is. We haven't beat Arsenal in a while. Last time we beat them was under Conte. I think that was 2022 when we beat them 3-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But going to the Emirates is a different kettle of fish, man. And to add on to the top, the fact that they are absolutely flying. Whatever people want to call them, set piece FC or whatever, we've got to be real with it. These guys rarely give up chances. Before that Sunderland game, they weren't even conceding shots on goal, which is absolutely ridiculous. Their defense is impregnable. Yes, I know some Spurs fans are so excited at the fact that Gabriel was injured, but let's not forget they've still got Mascari to come in. Calafiori could play there. We've got Hincapié, which a lot of Spurs fans were begging for over summer. Yuri and Timber can play there. Honestly, they've got players in that defense. I know Gabriel is an aerial threat from set pieces, but I have no doubt they'll somehow find a way. And it's a scary prospect, really, going there. And obviously, I know we're going to talk a bit about the game, but I've just got to say it from the jump. If we get a draw, I will be more than happy. If I could take a draw right now, I'm telling you now, I'm taking that. I'm running to the bank. A draw is good enough as a victory for us. If any Arsenal fans want to say, "Oh, little old Tottenham," no, I'm just being real. Let's be honest. 15 years, what you want me to go in there and try and claim 3 points? No way. And yeah, obviously, I doing this Thursday night on the game, so I'm not sure about injury concerns or anything about Spurs. I'm not expecting any players to be back. Maybe Kolo Muani is going to be playing with a mask on. Not going to really make too much difference. I'm not expecting Dom Solanke to be back. Maybe Raddy Dragosin can be on the bench, but once again, it's not like he's going to be starting for us either. Obviously, Mohamed Kudus did miss the Manchester United game, so I would expect him to come in. But still, it's a tough ask, man. Very, very tough ask. Especially going to this team that's so settled. How long's Arteta been there now? 7 years. These guys have been competing for the last few seasons now, and I'm not gonna put it out there because I believe the mouth word, but they look like this year could be their year to win Premier League or the Champions League. So it's a very, very tough ask, man. Very, very tough ask. But on the flip side, Thomas Frank, a lot of the fans are still questioning whether he's going to be the right man for the job. Obviously, me personally, I want to give him a bit of time. But if he goes and wins again at the Emirates, it could change everything. You think back to the early on in Ange Postecoglou's reign. I think it was 3-4 games in when we went to the Emirates. Yes, I know we drew 2-2, but we went and played the way that Ange played, and we thought, oh, this is something different here. But of course, Thomas Frank is not going to be going as aggressive as Ange Postecoglou did. I'm guessing we're going to sit back, look to hit them on the break. Maybe that could be a good way. Obviously, I know at Brentford, he done that very well, and obviously it does suit him. Of course, our away record is greater than our home record, so that could be a saving grace. But as I said, man, it's tough ask at the league leaders. Yeah, man, honestly, I really don't even know. I really don't know. In terms of starting lineup, it probably picks itself, maybe not the midfield. That's the one thing I'm not too sure about. Of course, we know, unless of injuries, but of course, the goalkeeper is going to be Vicario. Probably Destiny and Pedro Porro wingbacks. Maybe Jed Spence on the left to see if he can contain Saka. I'm happy with either of the two, to be honest. But I think Destiny just brings a bit better width, especially being left-footed over there. Um, of course, Romero and Van der Ven are going to be in the centre. I'm guessing he's going to go over Paulinho, Bentancur pivot because we're gonna need to try and control that midfield. Declan Rice, Zubimendi. I don't know who else plays in there. Eze. Yeah, we're gonna have to try and do a job on there. It's a tough ask, as I keep on saying, but we're gonna have to try and do a job. Probably Kudus, Odebear, Xavi Simmons in a 10, and I'm guessing Richarlison, which just does not fill me with any confidence at all. Of course, in games like this, Richarlison is a proper S house, so it could help. But let's be honest, you need to be more than an S house because you need to put the ball in the net. But who knows? Maybe this is a game that he decides to turn up and put in a top performance. I'm not really expecting it though, to be honest. Yeah, the more I think about the game, the more nervous I'm being. I don't know if it's nerve. Is it nerves because can you really be nervous when you're expecting to lose? I don't know. You guys let me know. But once again, I don't know. In terms of score prediction, you never want to come in here and predict your team to lose, but I don't really see us getting a result, to be honest. As I said, a draw is a very good result, but I don't even know if we can get a draw. It could be one of the tight games. Obviously, Thomas Frank loves to focus on set pieces. Obviously, Arsenal are very strong from set pieces. Could it be a game that's won by a set piece? Normally they always build this game, get big games up in the Premier League, and they fail to deliver. Could be a game like that where it's just not too much quality and it's nicked by a set piece. I really don't know. In terms of match prediction, I'm gonna have to be shameless and I'm gonna say draw to Tottenham, but I'm gonna be real and say I would not be surprised if we don't get any points over there. Yeah, I don't know. As I said, of course, Thomas Frank, if he goes and gets the win there, first time to win in 15 years, it will be a great marker for him. Take some of the pressure off him as well. Make some of the fans start believing in what he's trying to do. But on the flip side, if we go there and get absolutely battered, it's not going to be good for him as well. So it's huge for Thomas Frank as well because this could really define his Tottenham tenure. Obviously, I know it's still early on in his career. Probably 15 games. I don't even know if he's had 15. But as I said, football fans forget very, very quickly. And if we go and get battered, this is the game you don't want to get embarrassed in as well. So I'm hoping no embarrassing performances. Of course, Mohamed Kudus, maybe he can come and announce his name. Honestly, I don't know. Xavi Simmons could do something. Of course, got a goal in the international break. Whether that makes a difference, I do not know. Any Spurs fans watching, what do you actually feel about this? Am I being too pessimistic, or am I being real about this? Yeah, honestly, I don't even know what to say about the game. I hope Spurs turn up. That's all I hope. Obviously, you never want to lose, but at least if Spurs go there and give the best account of themselves, that's all I can say. Even if we're gracious in defeat, I'll take it. But if we go there and do not turn up, like I've seen in games against Bournemouth for 80 minutes of the game against Man United, Chelsea, we did not turn up a big derby game. Aston Villa, we played pretty badly. We played pretty badly, to be fair. So, yeah, I don't know. If we lose, it's got to be a good performance. Of course, we're going to break it down afterwards as well. And yeah, come on, you Spurs, I guess. I'm absolutely putting myself at this. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this game. Any Arsenal fans watching this as well? Are you guys worried? And if you are, let me know why. Because surely Gabriel missing is not going to make you lot change so much. Because the way you lot defend as a whole team as well. So I don't think taking out one player is going to be massive in it. Of course, I know he's a threat from set pieces, so maybe that's something. But as I said, you lot got dangers all over the pitch, man. Yeah, if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Smash a like on the video. Hit me up in the comments, man, because it helps this stuff grow. And of course, we'll be back on Sunday evening to break down this game where hopefully Spurs got 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. Peace and love.